In this episode of Insight-Led Selling, we explore a key element to adopting an executive mindset so you can be a better, more informed, and desired seller to client executives. The secret is knowing and using your clients' goals and strategies for their business. Dean Z. Myers, currently president of DZM Consulting and former vice president of global supply chain, operations, and business development at the Coca-Cola Company, says it best. Knowing what the company's trying to get done is mission critical because your product is only valuable if it helps them meet their goals and strategies. This is 100% critical and often neglected. The benefits of knowing goals and strategies are understanding what is top of mind for client executives, identifying where your solutions add the greatest value, and customizing your solutions to address a client's specific needs. Despite the benefits of knowing a client's goals and strategies, Salesforce research shows that 59% of executive buyers believe sellers do not take the time to understand their business. That's a shame because the same research shows that 86% of business buyers are more likely to buy if sellers understand their goals. 86%. I have firsthand experience with an executive who believes sellers don't understand their goals. Early in my career, I was on a call with one of my client's account teams to a chief financial officer. My client opened the meeting telling everything about my client's company. How many of the top manufacturers use their advanced planning software, blah, blah, blah. The CFO sat there and was not too interested. It was my turn to impress the CFO with my assessment of the company's financial performance. I started sharing my findings when the CFO said in a very irritated voice to stop. I did, and the account team and I started looking at each other like, holy crap. The CFO asked how anything we shared related to the company's goals. One of the team members asked the CFO, "Why don't you tell us your goals?" He said something like, "We are a publicly traded company, so you should know our goals." Needless to say, the meeting did not last much longer. The team and I were totally embarrassed, but learned a hard lesson. Take the time to know your clients' goals. I want more sellers to know their clients' goals and strategies so they can sell more. Now let's review what I like to call the essentials of goals and strategies. What are goals and strategies? They are the company's vision for the future. What is in a company's goals and strategies? Goals are what the company expects to accomplish in the future. Strategies are how they plan to achieve their goals. Common financial goals could be to accelerate revenue growth and expand profitability. Common non-financial goals are those that could increase Net Promoter Score, increase employee engagement, and enhance agility. Examples of strategies to achieve these financial goals could be ones that innovate and introduce new products or services, enter new markets geographically or demographically, and automate processes to improve productivity. You can find goals and strategies are found in sources like annual and quarterly reports, investor presentations, earning releases, and earnings calls. As I commented earlier, the benefits of knowing goals and strategies are to understand what is top of mind for client executives, identify where your solutions add the greatest value, and customize your solutions to meet a client's specific needs. Another key benefit of researching your client is that it will help separate you from the competition, since a large percentage of executive buyers believe sellers have not taken the time to learn their goals and strategies. Now let's look at a real-world example of goals and strategies for an actual consumer products company. The company's financial goals are to achieve annual revenue growth of 3 to 5% and expand the gross profit margin 1 to 3%. What are their strategies for achieving these goals? Provide differentiated omnichannel experience, leverage data, analytics, marketing capabilities, and emerging technologies to drive customer acquisition, and expand into faster-growing channels and markets. How would your solutions help implement these strategies to help this company achieve its goals? This is a framework I find useful for making goals and strategies part of a conversation with client executives. First, build credibility by sharing that you have researched the company's goals and strategies. You have likely already separated yourself from the competition. Second, ask what progress is being made on the goals and strategies. What are they leveraging to implement these strategies? Third, share your experiences with companies in the client's industry with similar goals and strategies. Fourth, and this a big one, tell the executive something they may not know. Think about your experiences with other companies. What have you learned from these companies that would help the client achieve goals and implement strategies, help mitigate risk, enhance the likelihood of success, implement faster? Let me summarize the key takeaways. Client executives expect you to know their goals and strategies. Many executive buyers believe sellers do not know their goals and strategies. Almost 90% of executives are more likely to buy if a seller knows their goals. I hope you have enjoyed this episode and learned more about adopting an executive mindset and focusing on goals and strategies for your next sales meeting. Here is my personal call to action for everyone who has made it this far in this episode. If you are not doing so already, find your client's goals and strategies. Align your solutions with at least one of these goals and strategies. Practice using your knowledge of their goals and strategies using the framework I shared. In future episodes, I will explore how to use executive compensation and assessment of financial performance to sell higher and more effectively. And before we end this session, I have one final call to action. Download a complimentary copy of Amazon bestseller book, Insight-Led Selling. You can find the link in the video description. Happy selling!